Okay, hello. So this is Metallica, and this is Nothing Else Matters. Okay, so off the bat, yes, I've heard the song. But I've never delved into the lyrics. Like I think I've done three other Metallica reactions, or I guess reviews, and so yeah, I wanted to do this. I haven't done Metallica in a while, but I just wanted to do this because it's quite the known song, and yeah, like I said, I've never gone into the lyrics. I've never like seen what it was all about. And it's always kind of interesting to see what it was all about. And yeah, I'm kind of a nerd like that. So let's just get into this. Obviously, again, I've heard the song, but it has been a while. I guess I haven't like listened to like rock radio in a bit. And I haven't looked out for this song on my own in a while. So anyway, I'm just gonna stop rambling and let's just go and talk about it after. Shout out to the person who created the video.
So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. Hold these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. But I know. So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. But I never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. Hold these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters. Never care for what they say, never care for games they play, never care for what they do, never care for what they know. And I know, yeah. So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. No, nothing else matters.
All right, so I guess that's pretty much it there. Nothing else matters. Metallica. Like I said, I mean, a lot of people have heard this song, and it's kind of controversial, especially the album that it is on. So yeah, just looking at here, some annotations and such. But first here, I'm gonna look at the bio and read some of that. So it says on their controversial self-titled album, which came to be known as the Black Album, Nothing Else Matters was perhaps the greatest example of the new Metallica sound that alienated core fans. Frontman James Hetfield had been taking classical guitar lessons and wanted to show off his finger-picking skills in the introduction. The song grew out of an extension of a phone call James made with his girlfriend while on tour. He was picking his guitar while on the phone. So it's nice to know. I guess yeah, James did do parts of the guitar in this. While the song does get heavy during the second guitar solo, it is for the most part a ballad about expressing your feelings like an Emerson poem. And then there's a quote. It doesn't say who the quote's by, but I'm guessing it's James Hetfield. So it says, "It was a song for myself in my room on tour when I was bumming out about being away from home. It's quite amazing. It's a true testament of honesty and exposing yourself, putting your real self out there, and taking a risk, taking a gamble that someone's either going to step on your heart with spikes on, or they're going to put their heart right next to it, and you never know until you try." That solidified, I think, that we were doing the right thing, writing from the heart about what we felt, and you can't go wrong that way. Nothing Else Matters has become a song that any complete beginner who has never picked up a guitar can feel like they are playing Metallica for a few measures. Uh, Okay, so then it goes on some other things. What has James Hetfield said about the song? So it says, so he says, "Nothing Else Matters was a song for me. It was not to be heard by the general public. It was a song written in hotel rooms on the Justice tour, so Justice for All, about missing friends at home. Again, being out for such a long time, which is a thing that many musicians feel. Uh, so I'm sure many musicians write about as well. That was a song that was not meant to be played for other people. It was for me. I think that's important." Okay, so again, it's for him a lot here to write music that makes you feel good. I've got a few good songs that are like that. Nothing Else Matters was heard by the band. They thought it was amazing. I thought, "You're crazy. That's just the savvy ballady thing that makes me feel okay." No, that's good. That just goes to show that I have no idea what's good. But eventually, it made its way out there. It was a vulnerable song for me, and a real risk at the time, being where I was at the time to let that song go and be heard. I'm really glad they all pushed for it. I think it's a vulnerable song. Again, vulnerable that everyone can relate to. It doesn't really mean one thing. It's not about a relationship. Uh, Not about just a relationship. I've seen that song show up for sports teams. It's a belonging song. Okay, so yeah, James Hetfield defending the song here, and then also, what has Jason Newsted said about the song? We worked hard on that record for so long, and to take that music around the world like we did was really powerful. Nothing Else Matters was number one in 35 countries the same week or some shit, and all of a sudden there's countries calling that never would have entertained the thought of an American metal band playing in front of their kids. And they're calling us up because they know they can make a bunch of money because it's so freaking popular at the moment. So we got to do a bunch of pioneering and be the first heavy band to go to a bunch of those places. That's what I remember most. So again, for pretty much any Metallica song, there's going to be a lot on the bio and a lot on annotations. So yeah, I mean that's all there is for the bio. And yeah, I mean again, this song, especially this album, again, a lot of people saw it as a sellout. I mean, I've seen the record sales. I think this album sold upwards of 20 million records around the world. So I mean, it transitioned a lot of people into, I guess, metal fans in a way, or just rock fans, I guess, into rock fans. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I can see. I want to say, I guess, right now, I can see how core fans would see that this is kind of a sellout kind of thing. I mean, for myself, I don't really know if there's a musician that I've seen as a sellout that I stopped listening to. I mean, maybe like Eminem in a way. I mean, and it's not because he's sold out or something. It's just because I'm not very fond of his new music, I guess. I mean, and I guess that's another kind of way of looking at things. I mean, but yeah, I don't see a band that I've liked that I became that I just hated or something because they sold out. So I mean, I don't know. I can't really see it from my own perspective, but I can see it just like because I know like this song is different than like something from Master of Puppets. I couldn't think of the friggin' name, or Ride the Lightning kind of thing. Anything like that. I mean, I can't understand it. And then obviously you go into the mid '90s and you had Load and Reload and all that kind of thing. So I mean, Metallica, they were doing their own thing. And yeah, I guess that's just my words on that whole controversy of the album and how it was kind of received. But yeah, I'm not going to be one of the people to put it down. I mean, I don't know enough Metallica to really have an opinion on that much so far into it. But anyway, so yeah. Anyway, a lot of rambling here. So anyway, let's go on. So this is the first verse, annotation. So close, no matter how far, couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. So at the time, my goodness, my nose is itchy. Of writing the song, Metallica were in the studios of Presidio in San Francisco recording the Black Album. The band had assembled for the first time in a long time, and this album marked a new beginning where the band members had matured. Okay, so James Hetfield had taken classical guitar lessons during their downtime. In between recording, he would sit down with his acoustic guitar and play around with riffs. And it goes on. I mean, it says a lot of things I've already said. And again, the annotations here are going to be very long because the song is very popular. So it says, Never opened myself this way. James Hetfield is claiming that this is the first time he's pouring his heart out. Like he already said, although this is debatable, somebody says. But like he said in that quote, the song was kind of just meant for him. So yeah, life is ours. We live it our way. There is a certain Metallica lifestyle originally documented in the classic track Motor Breath. And of course, there's that documentary from like 2001 where the band members all kind of hated each other. So I mean, I've seen a lot of clips from that. But when I think about that Metallica lifestyle, I think things are better now. But yeah, in the early 2000s, not so much. All these words I don't just say. So it says James actually means the words he says. He's not just saying it. Just say it. Trust I seek and I find in you. Hetfield is saying to trust in his band's decision to foray into a new musical direction. He optimistically knows that he will find trust in you. And then we go on. Every day for us, something new. There's a new challenge or obstacle that the couple will face each day. Open mind for a different view. There's an annotation for each line here. There's a lot of annotations. Open mind for a different view. An urge to his fans to keep an open mind about the Black Album, pretty much. Again, yeah, so I mean, he knew, obviously, the band knew that this was a new direction, and I mean, they did it anyway, so here we are. Never cared for what they do, never cared for what they know, but I know. Metallica doesn't care what anyone else thinks about them and what other people are doing, which is why they alienated many of their hardcore fans by making a simpler, more commercial album. But they knew that this was the right move, and you can't argue with the numbers. Somebody said, "I would say that numbers you mentioned isn't what they seeked releasing a softer album. They just matured and can't be loose metalheads all their life." So I mean, again, yeah, 1991. I don't know how old the guys were then, but I imagine they were hitting 30. And either way, yeah, you mature and you kind of change what you want to write about, and sometimes some people make that decision and they're never heard from again. I mean, it always is like a hard decision, and you never know what it will bring. But you have to. I mean, you have to live how you want to live. You can't just keep writing the same songs over and over. I mean, but sometimes it does work for people. So yeah, again, going through other verses, he kind of repeats himself in verse 3, so it's all the same annotations. Uh, and we have the chorus, so never cared for what they say. Again, Hetfield exclaims that even though people would tell him that he was working too hard or devoting too much time on his band, that he was determined to make the best out of it. Never cared for games they play, never cared for what they do, never cared for what they know. And I know, yeah, yeah. Metallica doesn't care what anyone else thinks. Okay, so again, Metallica, they don't care. Oh, yeah, they're all on their own. And then we have a guitar solo. So the song is the only one in the album which features Hetfield's soloing by himself. Brings a lot of melody, and this helps to create the song's emotional feel. Okay, so it was Hetfield on the guitar solo. That's nice to know. And then we have the outro, and so close, no matter how far, couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, no, nothing else matters. So again, kind of like how we started the song, and yeah, that's all the lyrics. I never realized there's not many lyrics, I guess, to the song, but it still comes in at 6.5 minutes. So anyway, also I wanted to mention, this is gonna be a long video, and I'm sorry, but anyway, I wanted to mention. Uh, the song is written by, it says, Lars Ulrich and James Hetfield, and lead guitar was James Hetfield, vocals James Hetfield, bass guitar Jason Newsted, and yeah, drums Lars Ulrich. And I'm surprised there's only the three of them on the song. And also I looked on Wikipedia because I thought it was kind of random or just a little odd. And yeah, it was only Jason Newsted, James Hetfield, and Lars Ulrich. No Kirk Hammett, and obviously by this time Cliff Burton wasn't around. But yeah, I mean, that's just, I'm surprised there's only the three of them that recorded this track, and so I just found that kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know what the logistics were at the time, but yeah, just on this track, it was just those three guys, and obviously Jason Newsted is not with the band anymore. But yeah, I guess I've gone through everything here. Again, the song is very popular, I guess, and again, it alienated a lot of people, but that's what's going to happen. I mean, people aren't going to stick with their favorite bands forever, and that's just how it goes. And I mean, the world isn't fair. And obviously, like I said, and like Jason, why do I keep saying Jason? James Hetfield knew that this was different and this was a different direction. But yeah. So here it is, and yeah, I don't know why I repeated it there. But anyway, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing and commenting and all that kind of thing. Really appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I haven't done Metallica in a while, so here we are. And another long Metallica reaction review thing. So anyway, again, that's it. Thanks for watching again. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. And I'll see you guys again soon. And stay safe out there. And yeah, thank you again.